أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين للتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, I'm hoping that we can finish off the lesson 12 and lesson 13 today. Inshallah, the lessons are both of them short, so inshallah we'll easily manage to finish off both of them today, inshallah. Right, let me just screen share it, and then inshallah after the new year we'll start book 3, inshallah. I'll send you if for the holidays book 3 as well. After this lesson I'll send that, and also I'll send you some recordings if anyone wants to listen recordings of book 3 as well.
Sheikh, I know that with other classes you had some kind of tests done. Are we going to do that?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the test paper today as well.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الدرس الثاني عشر, the 12th lesson. Sister Roshan, can I request you to read the lesson first?
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Lesson number 12. Hamidun tabibun, zawjatuhu mudarrisatun, ismuha Aminatu. Should I do the translation as I go along?
Yes, please.
Okay. So start again. Hamidun tabibun. Hamid is a doctor. Zawjatuhu mudarrisatun. Mudarrisatun. Yes. His wife is a teacher. Ismuha Aminatu. Her name is Amina. Hamidun lahu arba'atu abna'in. Hamid, for him, are 4 boys, right. 4 sons. Or Hamid has 4 sons. Whom they are Hamzatu, Hamza, wa Uthmanu, wa Ahmadu, wa Ibrahimu. Hamza, Uthman, Ahmad, and Ibrahim. Ahmadu, Hamzatu Talibani. Ahmadu wa Hamzatu Talibani. Ahmad and Hamza are students. Ahmadu Talibun Mujtahidun. Ahmad is a hardworking student. Wa Hamzatu Talibun Kaslanu. And Hamza is a lazy student. Qala Yusufu. Yusuf said, Indi Kamsatu Aklamin. I have 5 pens. Hada kalamun ahmaru. This is a red pen. Wahada kalamun azraku. And this is a blue pen. Wahada kalamun akhzaru. And this is a green pen. Wahada kalamun aswadu. And this is a black pen. Wahada kalamun asfaru. And this is asfar. Asfar is yellow?
Yes.
Okay. Qalat Zainabu. Zainab said, Inni manadilu kathiratun. I have manadilu, handkerchiefs, is it?
Manadilu kathira, many handkerchiefs. Now, a question for you. Why manadilu plural and kathiratun, which is an adjective, is singular?
So, okay, because this is a non-living, that's why it has a feminine adjective.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hada abiyadu. This is white. وهذا أصفر. This is black. وهذا أحمر. And this is red. وهذا أرزق. And this is blue. وهذا أخضر. This is green. قالت لها فاطمة. Said Fatima to her, أعندك منديل أسود? Do you have a black handkerchief?
Yeah, just one question now. Can you see all these colors now? أبيض, أحمر, أخضر, أسود. These are all diptos. All colors in the Arabic language are diptos. So for this reason, is ahmaru azraku is not getting a dhamma tanween. And also the word hamzatu, because it's a name of an individual and it ends with the alif noon. That's the reason why it doesn't. We don't say hamzatun or uthmanun. So they're diptos. So hamzatu is because it ends in a time marbuta.
So every name,
yeah, names
that ends with a ta marbuta.
That's right. And ahmadu, it's on the pattern of a verb. Af'alu.
But Uthmanu is not.
Uthman has alif noon at the end. So if a noun has alif noon at the end, it's treated as a dipto.
Alif noon, okay.
Like Ramadan, Adnan, Sha'ban. So all of these words, they will never have a tanween.
Okay. It's another thing to remember.
Yeah. So practice makes perfect. Inshallah, we'll practice more on this. But all colors, easier. Colors are always diptos. That's easy to remember.
Okay. So I made a note of that too. Yeah. Okay.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, Sheikh, a diptot means it declines in two ways, or it doesn't decline at all, or
declines partially. So in the when it comes as in this, as you know, noun has three states: raf, nasb, and jar. Nominative, accusative, and genitive. Now, normally, a noun in the state of raf, the nominative case, gets a dhamma tanween. These words itself, they all get only one dhamma. Hamzatu, Uthmanu. One dhamma. Now, when they're in the state of nasb and jar, accusative, normally in the case of nasb, it gets a fatha tanween, but here it only gets a one fatha. Like Ra'aytu Sha'bana, Ra'aytu Ibrahima, not Ibrahiman.
Okay.
And in the state of the genitive case, for example, I passed by. The word passed by is mim, ra, and a flat ta, marartu. Marartu means I passed, and then we add the preposition be, Ibrahima, not be Ibrahimin, but be Ibrahima. So it only has two harakat. One is a dhamma, one dhamma, and the state of accusative and genitive, it's a fatha itself.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Continue, Sister Roshan.
Okay. قالت لا ما عندي منديل أسود. She said, no, I do not have a black handkerchief. قال طلحة عندي مفاتيح كثيرة. Talha said, so I'm looking at قال طلحة because طلحة ends at the time marbuta, it is not at the mean.
Yeah, that's right. So it should be قال طلحة, but because it's a dipto as a time marbuta at the end, it will be say قال طلحة, correct?
Right. Okay. عندي مفاتيح كثيرة. I have a lot of keys.
Correct.
هذا مفتاح غرفتي. This is this is my room's key. So غرفتي is my room.
No.
وهذا
No. هذا مفتاح الغرفة. This is the room key, not my room. If it was my room, it would be هذا مفتاح without the alif lam and a ya at the end. غرفتي. هذا مفتاح غرفتي. Here it says مفتاح الغرفة. This is the room key.
Oh, okay. So that is mudaf ilayhi. It's not
Correct.
my room. Okay. Yes. Okay. So it would be yeah with the kasra. Okay. وهذا مفتاح الحقيبة, and this is the key to حقيبة.
My bag.
My bag. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the key to the bag. وهذا مفتاح سيارتي, and this is the key of the car. قال سفيان. So again, Sufyan does not have, that's a diptop as well, so it doesn't have. في بلدنا مساجد ومدارس كثيرة. In our city, there are a lot of masjids and schools.
Correct.
وفنادق قليلة, and few hotels.
Correct.
أهؤلاء الطباء, are there الطباء doctors? لا هم مدرسون, no, they are students. وهم علماء كبار, وهم علماء كبار, and they are they are older
Senior scholars.
They are older scholars.
No, senior ulama kibar to be translated as senior scholars.
Senior scholars. Okay, seniors. Okay, senior scholars.
Right. Sister Tahira, can you just go through this quickly? Jazakallah, Sister Roshan. Now, this is all just explaining and just put everything in categories of diptos. And can you go through this, please, Sister Tahira?
Sure. Al-mamnu'u min as-sarf. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Anwa'ul atiyatu min al-asma'i mamnu'atun min as-sarf. So these are
Following nouns are from the following types are from the nouns. Mamnu'atun min as-sarf is the Arabic term for dipto.
Okay. Zainabu, Maryamu, Fatimatu, Aishatu, Makkatu, Jaddatu, or Jaddatu, right? You said that's a mistake. Yeah. Number 2, Hamzatu, Usamatu, Muawiyatu, Talhatu. So those were girls' names, and these are boys' names.
Correct.
Number 3, Uthmanu, Affanu, Sufyanu, Marwanu, Nu'manu. So these are names that have an alif and nun ending. And there's a subcategory, Kaslanu, Jaw'anu, Atshanu, Shab'anu, Malanu.
So these are adjectives. Kaslan means lazy. Jaw'an means thirsty. Atshan, Jaw'an means hungry. Atshan means thirsty. Shab'an means satiate. Mal'an means full.
And Kaslanu is lazy, right?
That's right.
Okay. And another category is, number 4. Ahmadu, Anwaru, Akbaru, Ahsanu. So words that begin with an alif?
Words which are on the pattern of af'alu.
Okay. At the end, Sheikh, they on page 82, they tell us those, right?
Yeah.
The patterns, yeah. Okay. The second category for number 4, Abyadu, Aswadu, Ahmaru, asfaru, akhdaru, and azraku. These are colors.
Correct.
Black, red, no. Abyadu is black, aswadu is, sorry.
Abyadu is white, aswadu is black.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Ahmaru red, asfaru yellow, akhdaru green,
Yeah.
azraku
Blue.
blue. Thank you. Number 5, Williamu, Edwardu, Londonu, Barisu, Pakistanu, Baghdadu, Ibrahimu, Ismailu, Ishaku, Yaqubu, Yunusu, Yusufu.
All of these are foreign words. Because they are foreign words,
Right.
they are treated as
Okay. They're non-Arabic, are they?
That's right.
Okay. Thank you. Number 6, Agniya'u, Asdika'u, Aqwiya'u, Atibba'u.
All of these here, any noun whose
Mhm.
plural comes with alif and a hamza at the end, and
Yeah.
alif at the beginning, and alif ya at the end.
Mhm.
Aghniya'u, asdiqa'u, aqwiya'u, atibba'u. These are all diptos. These are plurals, but ending with alif and a hamza, and also on the pattern of fu'ala'u. Alif mamduda,
Mhm.
and then hamza at the end. So fuqara'u, wuzara'u, zumala'u, ulama'u. All of these are diptos as well. These are plurals, but ending with alif and a hamza as well.
These are rational plurals, right, Sheikh?
No.
No?
So they are rational, majority, but they can be also for non-rational things as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are words on this pattern as well, like hamra'u.
Yeah.
Hamra'u, it's red or female red.
Right, right. Okay. Second category for number 6, Fukara'u, Wuzara'u, Zumala'u, Ulama'u. So same pattern, alif and hamza, right?
Here, no, this one here, it starts with a meme now. Masajidu, madarisu. So this is one pattern. Masajid and madarisu. So there's a meme in the beginning, and 2 letters before the last, you have an alif. Dal, jim, and there's alif here. Sin, ra, go back, there's alif there.
Oh, okay, okay. So what pattern would you call this, Sheikh?
Mafa'ilu. Mafa'ilu. Mim, fa, alif, ain, lam. Mafa'ilu.
Fa'ilu. Masajidu, madarisu, fanadiku, makatibu, daqaiku. That's minutes, right?
Yeah. Manadilu.
Dal, manadilu, mafatihu, fanajinu, karasiyu.
So here, the first 2 here. Now what's happening here is that you are having 3 letters now.
Yeah.
Before the last. So 3 letters before the alif. So 3 letters after the alif. The middle letter is going to be with sukoon. Manadilu, mafatihu. So you will have 3 letters after the alif in the plural, and the middle letter will be silent.
So the pattern is mafa'ilu?
Mafa'ilu, correct.
Okay.
Mafa'ilu.
Okay.
Then, so it's got the things over here. These are colors, so I'm not going to repeat this again.
Yep.
So if you look over here, it's an adjective on the pattern of fa'lanu are treated as diptos, and also af'alu. That's the pattern there.
Right.
Remember that any verb on that pattern is a dipto.
Okay.
And also non-Arabic words, as I said, William, London, Pakistan. Then look at these patterns here. These patterns are really important. The following patterns are broken plurals. Af'ila'u, fu'ala'u, mafa'ilu, mafa'ilu.
Okay.
So these are the 4 patterns, broken plurals, and their plurals, broken plurals are treated as diptos. Brilliant.
And it says here, note atiba'u is originally
Atbiba'u,
atbiba'u.
but it's
Okay.
changed to shadda. Atibba'u. They put the 2 bars together and put a shadda there. That's what it's trying to explain, nothing else.
Okay. All right.
Right. Sister Tahira and Sister Hassan Ali. Hassan Ali, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Bismillah. So Sister Tahira, I want you to become Mudarris, and Hassan Ali will become Ahmad.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Al-Mudarrisu. Man anta ya akhi? Who are
Alaikum
you?
Alaykum assalam.
Who are you, my brother?
Anna talibun jadidun. I am a new student.
Aghay Hassan Ali. Now, why is it? It's correct. You've translated. I am a new student. So why jadid? What relationship jadidun has with talibun? Ana is the subject. Talibun is the khabar. And what relationship does this jadidun has with talib?
Because talib has got zumadain.
Yep.
So the adjective has to be zumadain also.
Yeah. So jadidun is an adjective for talibun, and it's the same gender, singular, and it has a dhamma tanween. Correct. Continue, Sister Tahira.
Yes, sorry. Ma ismuka? Hassan Ali uncle? Oh, sorry. What is your name?
Ismi Ahmadu. My name is Ahmad.
Min aina anta? Where are you from?
And I'm in Pakistana. I am from Pakistan.
So you can see here now, min is coming, which is a preposition. Normally a noun after min gets a kasra tanween, 2 kasras, but because Pakistan is a non-Arabic word, so it's a dipto. So instead of getting a dipto in the state of jar, when it should get a kasra, it gets a fatha. So ana min Pakistana.
Okay. In the sab'atu, the fatira, I have 7
Notebooks.
Oh, notebooks. Liman here. How many for?
For whom are they?
Oh, for who are they? Sorry.
So here, the word sab'atu, it should be sab'atu dafatirin, as we did on the previous lesson, number 12. Daftarun, dafatiru. After the alif, there are 2 letters. Now this is dipto, so it should be dafatirin. Because it's dipto and it's mudaf ilay, so instead of getting a kasra, it gets a fatha. Sab'atu dafatira.
Okay. Liman, yeah. Okay. For who are they?
You become Abbas now. Hati.
Hati ya ustazu. These are for the
me.
teacher.
Hada li. This is for me.
Oh, this is haza ya ustaz. Oh, okay. Hati ya ustazu. Okay,
Hati,
so I am talking.
Yeah, Hati
I'm
means
talking to the principal now.
Hati means give it to me. This is for me.
Okay. Hada li. This is for me. Wa hada li Muhammadin, and this is for Muhammad. وهذا لحامد. This is for Hamid.
Correct.
وهذا لإبراهيم. And this is for Ibrahim. وهذا لعثماني. Usmana.
Correct.
And this is for Usman. وهذا ليوسف. And this is for Yusuf. وهذا لطلحة. And this is for Talha.
Excellent.
Ahada kitabuka ya Muhammad. Is this your book, or Muhammad?
لا هذا كتاب محزته.
Hamza.
No, sorry. لا هذا كتاب حمزة. No, this book is for Hamza.
Aina Aliyun ya Ikwanu? Where is Ali, oh brother?
ذهب إلى الرياض. He has gone to Riyadh.
So Sheikh, Ikwanu is a diptode?
You know, because of ya, it gets
Mhm.
one dhamma.
Oh, I see.
Because of ya.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sorry, can I ask a question here?
Go ahead.
So he's saying ذهب إلى الرياض.
Mhm.
So isn't Riyadh a diptode because there is an alif? Or
No.
is that is
Where is the diptode? This ali. So which Riyadh is part of the root word. Riyadh is the name of a country, and it has alif lam there, and it acts like it's a normal noun. Dhahaba ila Riyadhi.
oh I see. So that it wasn't converted from something else. It is Riyadh, right? Okay. Okay. And sorry, and going back to the 1, 2, 3, 4th line up, where he's saying Hada li Ibrahim, that line, and then he says Hada li Yusufa. So li Yusufa, why is Yusuf a diptode again? I'm sorry,
Yusuf is it's a Hebrew word. It's not it's not a Arabic word.
It's non-Arabic. Okay, great, thank you.
Sister Tahira,
Aina Yaqubu. Where is Yaqub?
Hassan Ali.
ذهب إلى مكة. He has gone to Makkah.
Correct.
So Sheikh, you call something a diptode that can decline twice, right? Not
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, it signs twice. Dhamma in the state of Raf, Fatha in the case of Nasb and Jar.
Right, right. But if it's the name of a place, then you just have to remember it as an original name.
That's right. And the other thing is that now the other point needs to remember, if any of these diptoes, if alif lam is inserted upon them, alif lam, they no longer remain diptoes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sheikh, can you write that for us in our group?
Yeah, I'll write that in the group, but write that down as well today. That diptoes,
if any diptoes
have alif lam inserted in the beginning, they no longer remain diptoes. They will receive in the nominative case dhamma, in the accusative case fatha, in the genitive case kasra.
Okay. So they act as a normal, then they can decline in 3 ways, right?
That's right.
Okay. Thank you. Aina Ishaqu. Where is Ishaq?
Kharaja, gone out.
Mata kharaja, when did he leave?
Kharaja qabla khamsi daqa'iqa. He went out 5 minutes back.
Okay.
Excellent. Now, Hassan Ali. Now, the top word Muhammad, it's an Arabic word. So that's the reason why min Muhammadin, because of min. Ila Muhammadin, because of ila. Li Muhammadin, because of li. Now, Kitabu Muhammadin, mudaf ilay. So Muhammadin is getting a kasrat tanween because it's mudaf ilay. Now, can you explain here now, Aghas, min Zainaba ila Zainaba?
Zainaba is because of the feminine noun.
Yep, it's a feminine name, and it has because it has 4 letters. It's not a 3-letter verb. Because it's a 4-letter verb, it's a dipto. It's a name of an individual, number 1, and the other reason being it's a 4-letter verb, so that's the reason why it's a dipto.
So does it mean that all the 4-letter words become dipto?
All 4-letter, names of individuals, and they are not names of individuals. Yeah, they are diptos. That's correct.
Does it make a difference There's a male or female?
No.
Okay.
Sheikh, can I ask you about the reply that Muhammad gave? Kharaja qabla khamsi daqaika.
So qabla, qabla itself, it's a pronoun. So it's an adverb. And
Okay.
remember, we did this in book 2, that when qabla and ba'da come, they come as mudaf, mudaf ilay. So qabla is mudaf, khamsa mudaf ilay. That's the reason why it gets a kasra. And then after that, khamsa is coming again, mudaf. So it's double mudaf. So it's mudaf ilay for qabla. Then it's mudaf again to daqaika. Daqaika is mudaf ilay.
Okay.
So it's a triangle relationship.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Bismillah, min Zainaba ila Zainaba.
Okay, min Zainaba. What is Zainab? Ila Zainaba.
Ila means to Zainab.
Sorry? Ila Zainaba.
Yeah.
Where is Zainab?
Ila means towards Zainab.
Okay. Ila Zainaba. Okay. Towards Zainab. Li Zainabu. For Zainab. Kitabu Zainaba. This kitab is for Zainab.
Yep.
Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. اقرأ واكتب. هذا الكتاب لمحمد وذلك لزينب. This book is for Muhammad and that is for Zainab. ذهب خالد إلى أحمد. Khalid Zahaba. Zahaba is it?
Went.
Okay. Khalid went towards Ahmad. Right?
Yep. Khalid went towards Ahmad, yes.
Zahaba Abi ila Makkah. My father went to Makkah. Wazahaba Ammi ila Juddata. And my mother went to Jeddah.
Correct.
Ukhtu Marwana Marizatun. Ukhtu Marwana. My sister.
Marwan's sister.
Marwan's sister is sick.
Is sick.
Marwan's sick, right?
Yeah.
Marwan's sister is not well or sick.
That's right.
Aina Zawju Khadijata. Where is the wife? Aina Zawju Khadijati. Where is
Khadija's husband.
the wife? Khadija.
Husband.
How do you say this?
So
Aina Zawju. Where is
Khadija's husband?
Oh, so okay. Okay, where is Khadija's husband? Huwa fi London. He has gone to London.
He is in London.
He is in London.
Correct.
Sayyaratu Hamidin. Hamidin Jadidatun. Hamid's car is new.
Correct.
Sayyaratu Ibrahima Qadimatun. And and Ibrahim's vehicle is old.
Excellent.
Baitu Khalidin Kabirun. Khalid's house is huge. Baitu Usamata Saghirun. And Osama's house is small.
Can I ask a question here, Sheikh?
Yep.
please, number 3, when they say ila juddata, don't we say jidda? Oh.
Yeah, that's a mistake there. That is right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the Judda should be Jadda itself here. Correct.
Okay.
Thank you. Right. What's next after this?
Can I continue?
Yes, please.
أين ذهب أبوك يا ليلى? Where did your father go يا ليلى?
Correct.
ذهب إلى بغداد. He has gone to Baghdad.
إلى بغداد.
Baghdad. He has gone to Baghdad, right?
Correct.
في اسطنبول مساجد كثيرة. In Istanbul, the masjids are huge.
No, in Istanbul there are many mosques.
Yeah, there are. Sorry, in Istanbul there are many masjids. Indi khamsatu mafatiha. Here there are 5. What else? Mafatih.
I have 5 keys. In the khamsatu mafati, I have 5 keys.
Okay, I have 5 keys. Okay, I have 5 keys.
Yep.
Al-Ka'batu fil Makkah. Kaaba is in Makkah. Fi hadha shari'i thalathatu masajidi. In this street there are 3 masjids.
Yep.
Hadha tabibu ismuhu William. This is the doctor whose name is William, and wahuwa min London, and he is from London.
Correct.
Wadhalika ismuhu Luisu, wahuwa min Barisu, and this is Wadhalika ismuhu, and his Luisu.
Louis, it's a name,
Yep.
I think.
Other Louis.
Louis?
Yeah, Louis is a name.
Louis, okay, Louis. Wahuwa min Paris, and he is from Paris.
Correct. Jazakallah Hasan Ali. Can Sister Tahira do 14, 15, 16, 17, 18?
Sheikh, I think Sister Shabnam is here.
Is she? I haven't seen her. Has she just joined? Okay, yeah, she has joined now.
Yeah.
Okay, Sister Shabnam, can you do 14 to 20, please?
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much.
Like
Sayarati launuha akhdaru. My car, its color is green. Indi qalamun ahmaru. My pen is red. Al baytul abyadu. The house is Al baytul abyadu fi Washington. The White House is in Washington.
Correct.
Dhahaba Ahmadu ila Muhammadin. Ahmad went to Muhammad.
Excellent.
Dhahaba Muhammadun ila Ahmadu. Dhahaba Muhammadu. Muhammad went to Ahmad, or towards Ahmad.
Yeah, towards Ahmad.
And it's wrong to say to. It could be either.
It could, to or towards, it makes most sense because to means towards as well, so that's fine.
Okay, thanks. Amin Makkah Anta. Amin. Are you from Makkah? Are you from Makkah?
Yep.
La ana min Taif. No, I am from Taif. Ukhtu Fatima Taliba. Is Fatima?
No, Fatima's daughter.
Fatima. Okay, sorry. Fatima's daughter is a student.
Oh, the
Right.
sister. My mistake. Sister.
Yeah.
Sister. Okay. So Fatima's sister is a student,
Correct.
right?
Correct. So this itself, we've done this before. This is diptos, right? I want you to just go over this points to remember. This is important. This is Shabnam.
Oh, okay. Points to remember. We have learned before that a noun is in genitive case when it, one, is preceded by a preposition. Example, al-baytu, then it becomes fil bayti, becomes kasra for both, because al-baytu changes to al-bayti because it's got a preposition of fi, which is in.
Right.
Bilalun, and it changes if it has a preposition like as in from Bilal, min Bilalin. If it's a mudaf ilay, as in mudarrisu, it becomes kitabu mudarrisi, book of the teacher. Bilalun, bintu Bilalin, sister of Bilal. Please note that a diptot is in this two situation takes a fatha instead of a kasra. That is, the genitive ending in ordinary nouns is kasra, but in diptots it is fatha, as in accusative, genitive, or as in accusative. Bilalun becomes min Bilalin, kitabu Bilalin, because it's not a diptot. Ahmadu becomes min Ahmada or kitabu Ahmada because they both stay in diptots.
Correct.
Ibrahimu is a name which is a diptot, then it becomes min Ibrahima and kitabu Ibrahima.
Excellent.
And vocab, Istanbul, Washington, and Taif.
Allahumma salli ala.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin.
Jil Farajan. Right. Just want to contemplate with yourself. There's two ways I could go ahead now. One is that I can start book 3. That's one way of doing it, going ahead. Or the other way, you probably have seen my class with a fast track group, is that what I've done, rather than starting book 3, I can do with yourselves verb conjugations. So that so verb conjugation, what that is that I will go through all of the different patterns which a verb in the Arabic language can come on. For example, I'll give you an example. We have like sallama yusallimu taslim. We have istaghfara yastaghfiru istighfar. We have takallama yatakallamu takalluman. We have ifta'ala yafta'ilu ifti'alan. We have inkasara yankasiru inkisar. Then we have letters which have a shadda, like habba yahubbu. We have madda yamuddu. We have amadda yumiddu. We have qallala yuqallilu taqlil. These are letters which are doubled with a shadda. That's the next category. Then the next category after that is like weak letters. Wa'ada is a past tense. The present tense is ya'idu. The waw has dropped. Wa'ada ya'idu. And the next category then after that you will have is like qala. Now the weak letter is in the middle. Qawala becomes qala yaqulu. And the imperative is qul. Then the after that, the last category is da'a, dal, ain, wa, da'awa. Present tense is yad'u. Now, this is another way of teaching Arabic language. So what happens here is that Arabic is divided into two parts. Grammar, in the sense that how words, when they come in a sentence, how they're constructed. That's one part. And the other aspect is the verb conjugation, how to conjugate the verbs so that you are able to say the different tenses of the verb. Now, I want you just to see what would you like me to do. Both ways I'm happy with to teach. So if I was doing the verb conjugations with yourselves, if I did all of them with you, it probably will take with me, if I do it thoroughly with yourselves, we're talking about 10 sessions. So the benefit, now you ask me, what is the benefit of this? Now the benefit will be is that when you recite the Quran, you will understand which verb is this verb conjugation. At the moment, you're able to understand mudaf, mudaf ilay. You probably understand mubtada, khabar. You maybe understand prepositions. You may be able to understand adjectives, but the verbs itself, they're still unclear to yourselves because there's so many patterns. So I can go through them, and then once I've done that phase of it, then we can go back to book 3 and then go through all the grammar itself.
Sheikh,
Can I ask?
can we not do one of each? Sorry, Shabnam.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I just had a question, like with book 3, I thought you said it had more grammar. So can we do side by side, or would you prefer?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that can we do it side by side?
I can do it side by side. So if I do it side by side, book 3 has 13 lessons in there. So from 13 lessons, it would become 26 lessons or more, or 30 lessons. I'll probably have to teach book 3 in about 30 sessions, because I'll need to revise the book with you. And then on top of that, the verb conjugation as well. I can incorporate it. I could do it that way. I'm happy to do that way, as long as yourself are willing to take up this bigger challenge now, because now we are moving towards the next phase. We've done basic, we've done intermediate. Now I'm pushing towards the advanced phase of preparing yourselves. After, if I'm able to do all of this with you, then you'll be prepared. After, if I teach you all of the verb conjugation and go for book 3, then you will be prepared, hopefully end of this, to read Arabic text. Because
yeah, I think, Sheikh, it'll be more interesting because there's color here and there's exercises, and at the same time we do one conjugation and then we do another lesson and you teach us. I think that would be, I don't know what the others want, but Sheikh, we're doing this other course where we are having these challenges where we have to know how a verb is derived, and especially the ones that have the sick letters or the weak letters. The one that we're doing from Iran, some of us are doing that, the
Ilmul
Quran, yeah, and it's got modules. So we are now trying to finish the module 4.
Okay, send me the handout and let me check, because the one which is offered by TRS, that is
it is the one.
That's the one, TRS. Sheikh.
Okay, TRS, that's nothing. I've got students from the 4th year, from the 4th module and all the modules. It's very superficial.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's very superficial. So I've got some sisters from their batch, the final batch, and everything's superficial. They actually attend my classes as the top up which they require for them to survive in those classes.
Exactly. So
exactly. That's why we need you.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Regardless, like the way you're saying, either way, even if we do simultaneously side by side, or even if we go one after another, it'll still be 30 lessons. Am I right?
Yeah, because for example, I taught the other groups book 3, and even just on the book lesson 1, I spent about 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks I spent just on the first lesson. Why? I was just trying to elaborate within the concepts in that lesson itself, and it took me 4 lessons just to teach one lesson. So that including that, so that's going to 13 plus that, I think about 18 lessons there, 10 lessons there. Yeah, talk about 30 lessons easily.
Yeah, so that's why it would be more for, this is only on my thoughts that I'm sharing. It would be nice to have a bit of both rather than just only grammar on one end or just the book on the other. But that's my thoughts. I mean, I let the others decide too.
I think that's true. I feel the same, because I think if we just do the the grammar part, I think it's going to be a little bit very overwhelming. Rather, if we do both, then that will give us a little bit of a variety. And like you said, it will take the same time to do both.
Okay, let me tell you from experience. Now, if I do both, this is my perception of what I've had so far. When I do both of them, okay, just be prepared and don't complain to me, please. Sheikh, you're doing a lot. You're making it really tough for us. The only reason why, because grammar itself does require a lot of concentration. I will try to make it as easy as possible, but you will need to put the hours in then.
Yeah, Sheikh, I noticed when I followed one of the fast track lessons that you did Quran with them. You brought another, lesson from some other book to explain to them about,
Inna and his sisters.
Allah and Ikhwa and it's so yeah. It will. One lesson might extend to 4 lessons from you. But I think it's still more interesting, Sheikh, because
I'm happy. The reason why, because I know, because even when I did this myself years ago, we normally, what we know, so what, of course, the way I'm teaching it is very different from a traditional